We're here.
Here we go. We made it.
I know. It's like it's like now all of a sudden I feel shy. I know.
Isn't that weird? And we have these conversations all the time.
I know. Like
we're just talking to.
It's like, what do I do with my hands?
We're gonna use our hands.
Because
I can talk with our hands.
Oh, okay. I was like,
you're allowed to use them.
Okay, my mind went to places. All right, so let's start to.
I knew it was gonna slow
I'm
you.
sweating so bad. Like literally, I feel like my armpits are sweating. Pretend my.
This is pretend. Okay.
It doesn't even work. All right. Okay. Hi, I'm Holly.
I'm Brittany.
And welcome to our first episode of Am I the Problem?
We might be.
More than likely her.
More than likely.
Yeah, she crashes out. I crash out in silence. Like, you know. Well, my friends get the crash out. I don't like publicly crash out.
I'm a public crash out.
That's why I like you, because like you inspire me to be like
a public crash out.
A public crash out. Yeah.
They can get you in trouble, but
yeah, but you know what? I got a clean record. I have room.
Me too.
That's surprising. You know.
Yeah.
No, I admire that trait about you.
I just can't hold it in.
Yeah.
When something's wrong, I gotta address it.
Not me. I'm like, let's bottle it in. That way I can go talk to my therapist, which is usually
your friends are your therapist.
Like,
or you just
my
get
friend.
Out,
yeah.
And then you're like, I feel so much better, and I don't care if you hate me.
Right. So if you see me on my phone, it's because I'm following my notes. Like I said, we're new.
We're newbies.
We're new. We want to get everything in, and you know, we have a tendency to ramble. And like I said, we're doing this for like a reason. You know, we want to come out here and talk shit. Of course, it's like a favorite thing to do, but we also want to talk about things that are important, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
These conversations that we have behind closed doors that we know or feel that a lot of people probably are going through that don't have anyone to talk to or anyone to relate to. We feel like we could be those people that relate to you, and we just want to kind of put our stories out there and see if we are the problem.
For me, like my biggest thing is first of all, backstory. I self-diagnose all the time. And I have diagnosed myself with ADHD and OCD.
I think we all have that as adults.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, not the OCD where everything's organized and has a place. Like, the OCD with, like, compulsive, like, crazy thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I just want to know, like, is the things that I'm thinking normal or like should I
people having those?
Yeah, or like should I even tell people like the thoughts that like go through my head? So like this is a platform for me to like journal and then come back to you and be like, Brittany, ooh, this is insane what I thought about today. Like, you know, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah.
So,
but I think intrusive thoughts are normal.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't talk about them because they're so intrusive, and you would be in a mental institution if somebody heard what our intrusive thoughts were, or anybody's intrusive thoughts were daily.
Right. Like, for me, I want to go to therapy, and I think therapy is good for everybody.
Right.
But, like, is anyone ever truly
healed?
I mean, yeah, for sure, but, like, honest with their therapist. Like, for me, it would be hard to go in there and tell my therapist everything.
Yeah.
You know, and be like, okay, this is how crazy I actually am.
Right. Or do they really tell them the traumas they've been through to be able to truly heal from therapy? But that's why I don't go to therapy.
For sure.
Because I don't feel that
they'll lock you
can
up.
help
you
me.
Think they'll lock you up?
Well, I just don't think they can help me because I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to rehash it all.
Yeah.
Because it's trauma.
Yeah.
But secondly, I feel like I can just either bottle it in and try to heal myself, which I've done, and it's not working out very well. Or I have friends like you who I can come to with no judgment and at least feel better about it, but it may not ever heal me. Yeah. I just don't feel like, and this is where my intrusive thoughts and I need to just find a therapist and just go and give it a try, but I just feel like I don't want you to take me back to my childhood and relive everything I've been through to get me to this point to then tell me what.
Yeah.
You know how, like, what? I don't want to I think for me, it's more, I don't want to relive it. I'm scared to relive all of that trauma.
Yeah. So do you think that, like, having this podcast will help any of that?
I think so, because I feel like I can be honest.
Yeah.
With other people who I don't feel that are judging me. I feel like somebody as a profession.
Yeah.
That does this. Yes, they're supposed to be non-biased or whatever, and they're not supposed to judge you, but Do you think they are a little bit? Maybe. Do you think
Oh,
you're
they're
gonna?
for sure
Do you
going
think
home to
they're?
their
Yeah.
spouse
I
and being
mean,
like, "Listen, this
this
Brittany
bitch is
bitch came in
crazy.
today,
Yeah. Like, and
and
I don't.
yeah,
But I feel like here somebody could relate to me.
yeah,
Somebody could be like, you know what, you're not crazy, and
yeah,
that is trauma, and
yeah,
this is how I dealt with it, or this is, this is something I do. Whereas a
right,
therapist, I feel like yes, that's their job.
yeah,
But if you've never been through it, how can you tell me how can you tell me how to heal from it?
right. Well, and a lot of the times I think that there are things that you can't heal from,
True.
and it's for me, there are things that have happened in my life that like I don't think I'll ever get over, and it's more of a accepting.
But how do you accept it? Because I there's a lot of stuff that I can't accept, and I feel like that's why I haven't moved on and I haven't
Yeah.
healed.
See, I feel like that's where we're so different, like you said that you're a public crash out. And, I crash out, but like it takes a lot for me to like be explosive. I'm a really passive person because I think there's just been so many things that have happened in my life that I've almost accepted that shitty things are going to happen to me. And, it does affect me for some time, but then I just accept the shitty things that happen to me and try to find ways to keep them from happening again, but not necessarily like holding on to it and letting it like fuel me with rage. Granted, I do have moments where I'm like
Yeah.
texting you and there are things that happen that are triggering to me,
Right.
and that brings it up to the surface again. So I'm not fully healed, but it just goes back to sometimes I think you just have to accept that those things happened and that they're always going to hurt, but you can't let it control every day. Like, when.
But see, that's what I admire you about, because
Yeah.
I am a grudge holder.
Yeah.
So if you've done something, or if I feel like there's something that's been so traumatic, or you've crossed me wrong, or you've done something behind my, I can't look at you and not think about that thing, even though we may be 10 years down the line. That's the first thing that I think about is like, wow, you're really capable of doing this. You're really capable of going to the extremes that you went to.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to forgive you or move past that, because you're also capable of doing that again, if not something worse.
Yeah. I mean,
so I think that's where like I look at you and I'm like, wow,
it's so.
I really wish I could be like that,
Well,
but I can't.
I appreciate you saying that, but like it's crazy to me because you say you admire that about me, but I admire like your crash out. Like I wish that I could be like this, SOB, and I'll never talk to that person again, or whatever, or why should I forgive them, or get over it or move past things. And I find that later, in life that I am having a hard time forgiving people, and it's turning me into a person that I don't want to be, which is why like I post some of the things that I post because I'm like, oh, I just want to be petty and spiteful, but like I'll either delete it or I'll feel bad about it, because I'm letting people change me, and that's like my biggest fear is to let somebody's
to not be your
behavior.
authentic self.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's what I'm saying is like.
But I love that you're a crash out. Like,
but I think that's why
like,
I am a crash out, is because I don't know how to let it go. And so when something's done, I don't know how to just be like, you know what? People do shitty things. Yeah. It is what it is. Where you can be like, shit happens. You know, like people are shitty. People do shitty things. You weren't my real friend.
But I'm also.
I wish I could be that way.
I'm also kill them with kindness. Like for me, I know that there are certain people who like
it gets under their skin.
And like it just warms my heart a little bit to be like, I will let you look crazy, cuss me out, say what you want, and I will still smile and wish you well, because you want a reaction out of me,
right?
And you want me to stoop to your level and argue. Like people feed off that shit,
right?
And I don't have. First of all, I'm not a good arguer. Like I'll get in an argument and then like I'll either be quiet or I'll say something, and an hour later when I'm in the shower or whatever, I'm like, oh man, why didn't I say this? Or the next time I get a chance, I'm gonna.
And then you're like, it's too late.
Yeah, like I prepare for my next interaction or my argument. I'm like, I'm gonna pull this one out of my back pocket, but then that never happens. I'm like, damn, that was a good comeback. But like, I just don't have the energy, and I don't know. I guess sometimes I feel like I'm too sympathetic to people who like are going through shit. whether I like them or not, I unfortunately,
that's just your heart, though.
Yeah, I unfortunately have the ability to be like, I can understand.
Yeah.
Even though I may not like agree with it or like the things that are happening, like I still have sympathy, you know, and like I don't know how to turn that off because I'm like, I just want to be like, fuck this person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but I feel like I would have so much more peace in my life if I could be half of what you do and like how you take the approach of, you know what, they are who they are.
Yeah.
They did what they did. I'll still speak to them but me, if you've done me wrong, I will literally walk past you.
But that's why I love you, because I'm just like, Brittany.
I will, like,
Brittany, come here.
There'll be nothing. There's nothing that I have to.
You crash out for me. You're like my secondhand crash out.
And I'm like, there's nothing that I have to say. I mean, once you've done me wrong, I just feel like, or if we're at odds, or you know, something's happened. I don't ever care if it was 10 years ago. I truly can't do it.
So, Brittany, here we are.
Here we are.
Episode
1.
Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? Let's keep it short because I know we like to ramble. So, like, what you do for fun, what your, you know, purpose is for this podcast.
Are we doing like married, not married? Are we doing all that?
I mean, do you want people to know you're married?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Well, then
so
there you go.
Married, going on 7 years. We have one child together, and then I have 2 stepkids who are basically grown. Mm-hmm. For fun, I don't know. Like, I just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah.
I'm a homebody. For sure, a homebody. You give me a good Netflix movie and snacks, I'm good.
Right.
But other than that, my purpose is because we have such good conversations. And I know there's people out there that want to hear them because they're probably going through them and they have no one to talk to. And we've decided that these need to be heard by the world. Yeah. We're both in blended families, and I just feel like that can be a lot. And it's been a struggle for me through the years. We've had a lot go on, and Holly knows all about it, but there's other people that are in blended families that probably have no one to go to or talk to. And being a stepmom and being on that side is just something that a lot of people will never understand if they're not a step parent. And it's hard to put yourself in a step parent's shoes. So we have that in common. Yeah. But I also feel like I want other people to hear that and hear the marriage and the blended family and just life in general. Yeah. And be able to relate. I want to be relatable to the people.
So I'm going to ask you 2 questions. What is your, I guess, goal or like your biggest hope to come out of this podcast?
That we change someone else's life with our stories, and that we reach somebody and somebody gets something out of it, something positive. They could be going through a tough time. They could be going through something hard when it comes to blended families. And I hope that our stories and what we are planning on talking about reaches them, and they feel like we are a positive outlet for them, and they want to, or they relate and they want to continue the conversation, and they like like we have to talk about as far as life. I mean, we both have lived a lot, and we both gone through a lot, and I feel like people can relate to a lot of what we both have been through. And I just want to if I reach one person, right, or we reach one person in one family or anything, that's my hope. Yeah, that's all I want.
Okay. And then what's your biggest fear for this?
That people hate us.
First of all, that's not possible.
I don't think you will, but that's
I listen.
Cannot, like,
whether they love us or hate us, they're still watching.
They're still watching, right?
Right? Actually, your haters will probably watch more.
Oh, absolutely.
Than people who like you.
Absolutely.
You know, they're like, oh my God, that bitch's podcast dropped.
Yeah.
Let's watch it.
Let him play.
Yeah, it's like they'll have a viewing party, and I'm here for it. Hello. So, yeah.
I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
I think we have a lot to talk about, and I think people can, I just want to be relatable at the end of the day.
For sure, for sure. You know, and I think that as time goes on, we get more comfortable in front of the camera, and we have like more interactions and things like that. That it'd be a little bit more of a smoother process. Yeah. We'll have things ironed out more. We kind of literally just threw this together for the most part. We spent a lot of time working on equipment setup. Shout out to my husband, because I literally could not figure out the webcam. So here we are, but thanks to him, we got it working. Yeah. But for me, my biggest fear is that I won't stay consistent. You know,
You
like
will because you have me.
I really hope so, but like sometimes I have a hard time when I feel challenged that it's easier to just stop, and then I get wrapped up with like my everyday life and I don't make time for myself.
But we're changing that, remember?
Right. So this is one thing that I wanted to do for myself that is strictly just for me. You know, spend a lot of time,
it's therapy.
doing things for other people. And, I'm not complaining because I live to serve. Like, I have a serving personality. I want to make sure everything is good for everybody. But like, I don't have a hobby.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I don't even know what I like.
Right.
But I love to talk. So here we are. And then my biggest, what is it, goal?
Mm-hmm.
I guess would be to like you said, be relatable.
That's all I want to be.
Make some people laugh.
That's how we became friends.
Make somebody cry.
I want
to. Oh, girl, I'm a crybaby. I'll cry for sure. But like I said it in a post that I made when people were sending me stories about things that they had experienced in their life. Excuse me, and it was just like creating a safe space.
Yeah.
Like I want to create a safe space for people to tell me everything.
Right.
And like
and not be judged.
And obviously I want to get into like the personal stuff, but I really, really am looking forward to like
I want the juicy. I want the juicy
like,
stories.
I want to hear like some Jerry Springer shit. Like,
I want it all.
Yes.
Get it all to us.
Yes.
Because I don't have a lot of those, but I want them.
Well, I mean, I have stories, but I would obviously never share them.
Yes. But I don't have any crazy stories. So I'm ready to hear those. I'm excited to hear those. But I'm more excited for people to be able to write into us and feel that we are a safe space to do that. Like I want that to be a thing because a lot of women don't have that. There's a lot of women. It's hard to be friends as adults, and I don't know why.
First of all, there are no girls.
No,
they do not exist at all.
No,
which is a sad thing. Everybody is out for themselves, and it's honestly disgusting.
And it's also hard to. I don't know why it's so hard to make friends as an adult, but it is, and we can talk about that on a whole episode. But it's like you can't. It's like you can't make friends as an adult. It's like if you're not social media friends, you can't be friends in real life, and so we don't have anyone to talk to. Yeah, like you're it for me. Yeah. So here we are. We have friends to talk to now.
Yeah, hi friends.
So Holly,
okay, we're gonna
tell me a little bit about yourself.
Obviously my name's Holly. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that.
Okay, just start with kids and marriage. Okay. And like
I don't need to reintroduce myself. Okay. I keep doing that.
Cut. And then we're gonna uncut. Okay. So Holly. These are the bloopers that we need. Okay, we're gonna cut. We need a cut time. Cut. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Okay. So Holly, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, obviously my name's Holly. I'm sorry, I just have to say that. Okay. Obviously my name's Holly, and I have 3 kids, 2 boys, Cyrus and Evan. Evan is my stepchild, and then I have a stepdaughter as well. I have been married for 1 year. Yay! My lovely husband, and I'm new to, the Columbus area. I spent a lot of time, living a little further south.
In the country.
Literally, I grew up on a road named Possum Hollow. Like, you can guess how it got its name.
Yeah, I bet.
Possums everywhere.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just a simple girl.
I'm just a girl.
Living in the city life.
I'm just a girl.
I work in hospice, so I do marketing for hospice company, and I go around trying to find support for families and people who are dying, and
which is so sad.
You can
sad and rewarding.
Yeah, you can look at it. Unfortunately, death is a part of life.
Yes.
Right. So why not try to make it as peaceful and comforting as possible? That's why I love my job, is because I get to provide resources to the community that 50% of the population doesn't even know that they're entitled to.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I really love about my job, and I get paid to talk.
Here we are again.
Like, when they moved my chair in second grade for talking, I knew that I had found my calling.
Yes.
Yeah, my teacher put me beside her, and she was like, be quiet. And I was like, bitch, now I'm talking to you.
Yeah, now you gotta listen to me.
Right.
We're talking together. You're my new best friend.
Exactly. I did love my teachers. I had really good teachers. But anyways, yeah. So here I am.
Here we are. That's what got us here.
All right. So we're going to get right into it. I got some questions for you.
Okay.
I got to find them.
Let's see.
Okay. We're going to do rapid fire.
Okay.
Okay. I got to find them. Hold on. What's your current ick?
Fake people.
Fake people. What do you define as fake people?
Like one-sided people, like one-sided friendship people. Like, oh, we're friends, but like I'm the only one that reaches out, or like tries to plan things, or like I don't do that. And I feel like there's a lot of people right now in my life that's like that.
Really? So like you feel like you're the one who's constantly like
and then I just stop talking to you at that point because it's sad because I'll stop talking and then I won't hear from them for months because I'm again the one that's reaching out. See, I don't do fake. I just don't do it.
See, that's hard for me because, if I'm being honest, I have sometimes not been like the best of friends. Like I get so wrapped up in myself and like my life that I have people who want to like go do things, but like I just want to like stay at home, See,
I'm a homebody too. Like I can come and watch Netflix all day.
Right. Like if you want to come to my house and like crawl in my bed and watch TV with me, like I'm all about it. But like
we also have to get out for our peace of mind.
Yes,
our mental health.
I need to get out. I need to get out. I want to start going to the gym again, and I want to start being like social.
But at least you reach out if you haven't heard from me in a couple of days. Like there's people that literally will not, and I'll be the one to be like, "Hey, just checking in."
Yeah.
And then I won't hear from them again because I'm the only one reaching out.
Yeah. So for me, like I have like a core group of friends that I talk to weekly, and then like outside of that, I have an extension of those friends, like my lifers, like I have friends who live out of the area.
Yeah.
And I try to do like a monthly check-in with like my main people.
Right.
Whether it's a long conversation, whether it's a funny meme, whether it's just thinking about you.
Yeah.
I try.
But at least you still try.
I do, because like I know what it feels like to be missing somebody and feel like you said you're always the one who initiates that conversation. It does suck.
Or just to try to make friends as an adult and then you're the only one that's wanting to be that friend.
Right. Listen, I make friends really easy. I like met Brittany at a concert
drunk.
Oh, you were drunk or I was drunk? Okay,
I might have been. I might have been a little intoxicated.
Yeah.
But we stuck around. So.
Yeah, and she was like, I don't have any friends. And I was like, well, you have one now.
And she literally meant that. Not joking.
And
here we are 3 years later.
Exactly. So
it does work in some situations.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like when you just meet good people,
you just want to reciprocate the...
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. I'm really just...
I don't know. People are weird.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your most embarrassing mom moment?
When I was dying with the flu, and I was laying butt-ass naked on the bathroom floor, and my child is over top of me taking pictures of me like this.
Dude, please tell me you still have these pictures.
Probably. She took like 20 pictures. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? Why are you...
Were they the live ones?
Yeah. I had a rag on my head, a cold rag, and I'm butt-ass naked on the bathroom floor. And she busts in like, Mom, what you doing? And she's like there's 20 pictures.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I was so embarrassed. But I couldn't do anything because I was dying of the flu.
Okay. I don't know. Let me see. There's so many good questions on here. Okay, let's go with who apologizes first after a fight?
Oh, not me. If this was my husband, it's for sure not me. Yeah. I just let it simmer out until he decides to talk to me.
Really?
Because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm wrong. In certain, like, we just don't.
Yeah.
Especially if we're like disagreeing.
Yeah.
And I feel like my point is right and he feels like his is right. I'm not saying sorry to you.
Yeah.
But we'll just sleep next to each other and get over it the next day.
Yeah.
And he'll be like,
so there's no like official apology.
I mean, unless I'm really wrong, but then like most of the time,
Yeah.
I'm like, he'll
so you feel like you hold like the grudge longer? than your
Yes.
husband?
Oh, I'm first. That's
Yeah.
my problem. I'm for sure a grudge holder, but he'll ride the grudge. What bothers me is he'll ride it out, and he'll just be quiet and not talk to me, and we'll tiptoe around each other, and then we'll go to bed. And
then
we'll wake
something
up
will happen, and
we'll wake up the next day, and he'll be like, "You know, you're wrong."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, so."
Yeah.
But I still won't say sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm not wrong. In my mind, I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So I am like I hate whenever we're like, like having a disagreement or whatever, and like I've consciously like been like, you know what, I need an apology. I'm not gonna talk to him, or I'm gonna do this or that, but I always cave. Like I don't apologize if I don't feel I'm wrong, but I always try to like make up first. Yeah, for sure.
You do get over it pretty quick, but I'm not saying sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of like,
I just love you, and
exactly. You're like, okay, this happened. We, whatever. We're over it. Sometimes it takes.
Unless it's like life or death, and like I made a huge then that's different. But if it's just a disagreement, no.
Yeah,
you gotta prove me wrong first.
Yeah,
I'm not saying sorry. It is what it is. I'm probably the problem.
Yeah. Are you the problem?
Probably the problem.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so now I have questions for you.
Okay.
Mine are a little bit lighthearted, but I am really excited to see your responses.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what this.
So, and I want to know why you pick what you pick.
Oh shit.
Okay. So, speak every language or talk to animals.
Oh, talk to animals. Dude, I talk to animals already. Like, I will literally be, like, looking out the window, looking at birds, and I'm like, bro, like, are they fighting right now? Like,
But, like, literally talk to them.
Yes, 100%. Like, if I could talk to my cat and wonder what her fucking problem is.
Oh, so you want, okay, this is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I would love that.
Okay. Lose your phone or lose your wallet?
Well, first of all, I always lose my wallet, which is why I have my credit cards on my phone.
Okay.
So if I lost my phone, I literally lost everything.
So you'd rather lose your wallet?
For sure. It's lost right now, actually.
You're the problem.
Yeah.
Read minds or be invisible?
Ooh. That's tough. First of all, if you're invisible, do I have to be naked and invisible? Like, will my clothes be invisible?
Yeah, you're all
because I don't really want to be walking around.
Nobody can see you naked, though.
Yeah, but what if I decide to be uninvisible?
Then you don't become
invisible.
You don't become visible in.
So I can't control it, or am I always invisible?
You're always. You either choose to be invisible
for like ever.
No, I think it's your super. Like.
Oh, so like a light switch, I can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
So if I turn invisible, my clothes will turn invisible too.
Right. Like you're cool. Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to worry
about. You're not
like
walking around with like random parents. And
walking around naked, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay.
Oh hey, hi,
kids out.
No. So yeah, you would be
a mind reader.
Yes.
So mind reading, would that be able to turn on and off as well?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think that I would love mind reading, but I also think that it would destroy me. Because I don't think that people should ever know somebody's like
in deep thoughts.
Yeah. Like no freaking way.
Invisible 100% for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to every bitch's house that I don't like. And I'm definitely watching some shit. Like, I'm just stalking you.
No.
You're not gonna know that I'm knocking shit over. You're not gonna know that I'm there.
If I was invisible, I would like go and just like put like a rubber band around like the hose on their sink, so if they turn it on, it would just spray. I would just like set up little like Home Alone booby traps.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to everybody's house, and I'm just starting while you're there watching TV. I'm just starting knocking shit over, and you're gonna be like, what's happening? You're gonna leave your house, because you're not gonna know what's happening, and it's gonna be me getting all my payback.
So if you were invisible, if I was to pick something up, would that turn invisible as well? Like, I have so many questions around this superpower. Does it turn things invisible?
Well, I haven't thought that far.
Okay. Because if that's the case, I would go to the bank and just pick up a bunch of money.
I wouldn't pick up things. I would just make yourself invisible.
Okay, yeah.
But invisible is 100% better than reading minds, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to read minds, but I also think that it would destroy me.
So, hold on, I have two more. Would you fight 100-sized duck horses?
First of all, what is a duck horse?
It would be the size... A horse would be the size of a duck.
Oh my god, I was trying to picture, like, a horse and a duck having a baby. What?
No.
Okay,
there would be horses that are the size of ducks, but there'll be 100 of them. But they still have the horse strength.
Oh.
They're still a horse. They're just the size of a
Would
duck.
I rather fight them? So do I have
No,
an
would you
option?
fight 100 of them?
Oh yeah.
You think you could fight 100
yeah.
of them?
Can I have like tool like
No, it's just you.
with my fist? Just fucking punch.
They're duck size.
Ducks that are look like horses, like baby horses.
Yes.
That makes me sad, but yeah. I would.
So you would take on the challenge?
For sure.
Okay. I just wanted to know if
I'm just glad they're not like hybrid horse ducks, because that's just gave me a crazy visual. But yeah, if they're ducks that are they're horses.
The horses the size of ducks, and there's 100 of them.
I don't know, man.
That's like they'd be strong as fuck.
I don't know. That's crazy. Well, they wouldn't have the strength because they wouldn't have the size.
But there's 100 of them. They would have the strength with 100 of them.
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one.
Last one. What would you be if you were a kitchen utensil?
Ooh. I don't know. Probably a spatula, because I'm always flipping. Or a whisk.
Oh, whisk.
I like to mix it up.
You like to mix it? Okay.
Yeah, or a frying pan.
Was that a utensil?
I thought you... It's not a utensil.
I thought utensils were like fork, spoon, knife. Like,
all those
things. Scissors?
Okay, well, not a frying pan.
Can I be scissors? Cut a bitch.
Oh, I was thinking something else when you said scissors. That's what
Those are all my questions.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay.
Your responses were exactly how I thought they'd be.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad that
I'm glad they made me laugh, because that was my goal.
All right, let's see where we're at on our topic. All right, so I did want to read one of our viewer messages before we wrap this up.
This will be a weekly thing. If we have enough, we'll do this at the end of every episode, if we have any submissions from that week.
Okay, yes, so we're going to just wrap this thing up. Wrap it up. And we're just going to review one of the messages or emails that we received from one of our followers, and we're going to kind of talk on it. I might interrupt you when you get to certain points. Like, I've already read it, but there are some things in here that have me hot.
Yeah.
And I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait until you finish the email before we address certain things, because it's absolutely insane. So I'm going to have you read this real quick, and then we can kind of talk about it.
Okay. So it says, I struggle strongly on forgiving my mother-in-law. For me, it's more of my husband's mom. I'm supposed to love her and be her best friend. Well, that is so far from the way it is. My husband and I have been together since 2011 when I first met Monster-in-law. It was sweet and so loving, and then she would come home from the bars trying to attack me. Later on down the road, she accused me of sleeping with two of her boyfriend's siblings, or best friend's siblings, convinced my husband that when I got pregnant that the baby wasn't his, red flag number one, and would come out African American. And at that point, I think she actually believed her own lies, because she literally came to the hospital when I was in labor, walked right up to my room in the middle of pushing, looked at the baby, saw he was in fact Caucasian, and looked just like my husband, and walked out.
First of all,
problem number 17,000.
I would have took my placenta out and smacked her ass in the face with it.
Yeah, and who are you to walk into my hospital?
For sure. That's insane.
We're never speaking again after that.
No.
Still, for years, I took the abuse over and over and over again, because to me, this is my mother-in-law, the mother of my husband. I'm supposed to love her. And because of my own traumatic abandonment issues, I kept accepting the BS. Well, then I got accused of sleeping with her man because he kept grabbing me when no one was looking. I finally told my husband, look, this is what is happening. I don't want to say anything to her, because at this time she was also telling us she had cancer and wasn't going to make it long, and later found out that was a lie.
That's insane. First of all,
what is happening?
The karma this lady's got coming to her. You don't faking
a diagnosis for attention is wild.
Right, that's crazy.
Wild. But that's a whole different story. So I just told him, if you want to go there, great. However, I am not. And if she wants to see me and the kids, she can come here. No big deal. Mm-hmm. Well, my husband went and told his mom, and she confronted the BS. And the best friend, I think this is best friend, said we were messing around. Huge lie. So at this time, I was everything but blank, because I'm not going to say her name.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 years of being accused, he then slipped up and tried the same shit with my husband's brother's girlfriend. So then everyone was like, oh no, she wasn't lying. Did they apologize? Hell no. But whatever. This woman even allowed this man to cook crack with my kid right there.
Wow.
Which is, again, red flag number 17 billion.
So to stop you there, the topic of this email is her being able to forgive and accept and love the mother-in-law because she feels that that's part of her wifely duties, right? Because it's his family.
Right. You have to love her, basically. You do not.
No. If someone's smoking crack around my kid,
right. You'll never see my kid again.
No.
Ever.
That's crazy. That's just one of
it should be the final straw for everybody.
100%. I'm like queen of forgiveness.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I accept people mess up. They have things. But when it comes to like my kids and people that I love,
there's nothing.
I'll eat shit all day.
Yeah.
But do not mess with my marriage. Don't mess with my kids.
Right.
That's
especially
where
something as far as drugs.
100%. So
you were not wrong.
No.
Not at all. So fast forward, because I'm sure there's plenty in between, but the final straw for me was 2 years ago. My grandpa, who she knew was very important to me, passed away. And on his 1-year death anniversary, this woman called my husband and was having a whole conversation with him about cars and literally said, well, I don't know. You would have to ask your grandpa. Oh, wait, you can't. He's dead. Yes, she knew I was right there. And yes, she knew what day it was because she even asked how my grandma was doing with it for being the 1-year anniversary. So she definitely knew what she was doing. When I tell you my heart broke, the rage set in, and I couldn't help but cry for 3 days, I mean it wholeheartedly. Some days I feel guilty because that's still his mom. Am I wrong or overreacting because I feel that was the final straw for me? You're not wrong.
And you're not honestly, you're probably underreacting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, first of all, you gave her the option, which is really nice and sweet and wonderful of you, saying if she still wants to be a part of your life, she can come
to the house.
Right? It's creating boundaries, but also still allowing her to participate in your family's life.
Right.
But from a distance, like, you can still love somebody, but not accept their behavior and participate in it.
And wanting her to be at your house where you can control the environment.
Exactly.
You're not wrong for that, but you're still not isolating her out of the family,
right?
Because that is your husband's mom.
It literally sounds like she's trying to
isolate you.
Well, not only that, but it sounds like she's trying to like destroy her,
right?
You know,
right.
Like with the cheating accusations.
Yeah,
it's not her son's baby. You know, to
but
show up at the hospital.
It almost gives me like mama not letting her son go type thing.
Yeah.
Because she's creating all these things to get attention, to take the attention away from his wife and his family, who he should put first at this point.
Yeah.
It's like she wants to always be at the forefront of his life.
And she sounds very miserable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's
very
her life
miserable.
And there could be jealousy. There could be jealousy there where she's like, I want what they have. Mm-hmm. I don't have that, so let me fuck this up for him.
Yeah. Well, there are people out there who just don't like happy people.
Oh, 100%.
Misery literally loves company.
Literally loves company, and that's exactly the definition of this lady.
So
you're not overreacting. You're not the problem. You
did
exactly.
Honestly, I'm kind of encouraging a little bit of a crash out.
Oh, you should.
Like, so I think 1 or 2 crash outs a year is acceptable. You know, we're not advising you to do anything illegal.
No.
But you know. You can.
But I understand where she wouldn't want to crash out because then it's going to cause arguments between her and her husband. And I feel like that's where the husbands,
right,
the mother-in-laws and the husbands also come into play because would I want to argue with my husband's mom? No. Yeah. Because what side is he going to take? He's going to take his mom's side until he hears the... Well, you have to hear both sides. But who are you going to believe?
I am familiar with them from just a little bit of a glimpse. You know, and this is just an outside perspective. Like, the vibe that I get is, like, he seems to be, again, I don't know them, like, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know what goes on. But, like, he seems to be one of those, like, husbands who are, like, family first.
Okay.
You know, like, my wife is my family. I can still love.
Yeah.
I can still love my mom. I can still love my other family members. But, like, my wife is, like, my core family.
Okay.
You know, so
then that would be...
I don't think that again, I can't speak for him, but like, just like the vibe, and I'm pretty good at like picking up on things like this. But,
okay,
like,
so he wouldn't be like, my mom comes first. Like,
no,
kind of thing. Okay.
No,
so there's some people out there like that.
I mean, again, I'm not speaking for him, but like just from what I gathered,
Yeah.
I don't think that he thinks any of this is okay. I think more of it is just the guilt that she feels for not
loving her the way
that she
as a daughter-in-law
idealized.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law, I should
be her best friend. We should
exactly.
be best friends.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, there's such an expectation on relationships and how they're supposed to be, especially when you marry into someone's family.
Right. Exactly.
And honestly, that's for the birds. Oh, you know,
you
gotta go
like that at all.
Of how people like treat you.
Correct.
At the end of the day.
And your husband should back you 100% if you're not being treated.
Yeah.
Properly by anyone in his family. And your kids come first regardless. So if you're going to bat for them and he doesn't agree or somebody doesn't agree, fuck them. Because your kids deserve to be around people who are not toxic and not going to cause trauma later on. So kudos to you for putting that boundary up there.
Yeah, and you got to protect your kids.
Yeah, I mean, in your peace.
It was
she was not.
It was the sexual assault and the smoking crack around my kids for me.
And you were, and the fact like, that you had no peace. Wild. I mean, you had, and then she didn't care about the fact that your family had a major death in it. And I mean, who does that? Who talks like that? Who says shit like that? She would never be a part of my life.
No.
My kids, you wouldn't, no, my kids would not be around you.
I mean, you got to set expectations and standards and boundaries and say, hey, you know, I would love to have a relationship with you, but these are the issues that I'm having. If we can resolve these and move forward in a healthy way, I would love to be able to have a mother-in-law that I can love, that I could, you know, have a relationship that's like actually a relationship, not just, you know, a title of my mother-in-law. Right. You know?
Because you have to earn that title at the end of the day.
For sure. For sure.
Just because you marry into it does not mean that that's the title that I'm giving you.
Yeah. Okay. So, we about to wrap this up. Like how?
Episode 1.
Here we go. Done. We did it. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Next week we will be covering
mental
health,
and all that.
Everything that comes along with mental health. Like I said, it would be more outlined. We're just kind of, for lack of better
words. We just wanted you to see our personalities.
We're just freeballing it right now.
We just wanted you to hear our voices, see our faces, get a glimpse into our personalities and why we became friends and why we're doing this. And that's about it.
We'll see how.
We'll see how.
I'm nervous. I know. Like I'm sweating so bad. Like I can't even. I mean, I still smell good. That's good.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll get through it.
Yeah. Are you excited? High five. I feel like we need to high five. Okay.